Hello again. How are you doing? Hope your week is going great. This is UJ, and again, this is Family Circle, where we discuss about the family, how to improve the family, how to do things that can benefit the family. And so today, I will be sharing with you how I save for my family. So before now, I wasn't one of those who was really savvy about savings and all that. But I realized that every other person who had their lives, sorted out were kind of organized when it comes to savings. And so they don't really spend lavishly, and things like that, which got me wondering, I don't have to be stranded, when it comes to money matters. And I started thinking, then I realized that, there are actually ways one can save. And while this might not, some of the things I'll be sharing might not really relate to people who are not in the UK, but you can apply them. Now, if you live in Nigeria, you might want to wait for maybe Valentine's and things like that to take advantage of discounts. So these are kind of things that we do. So if you live like in the third world, maybe you're not a Nigerian, you can buy in bulk. I know that bulk buying works for us. And so specifically for the UK where I live at the moment, these are ways I save, and one of them is with cashbacks or cashback in general, and it could be in form of cards or a web portal. So I now use American Express, which has the Avios points. What it means is, as you are spending, for every £1 you spend, you get points for them, which you can use to fly with British Airways. So it helps to like knock down your price. So don't just use, the other time, don't use your debit cards, right? Don't use your debit cards if it won't work for you. So use things that will work for you. Also, I also use a site called Quidco. I've used Quidco for a really long time. I'll probably leave my link, in the description. So yeah, what Quidco does is for everything you're buying, and it has a vast variety of retailers or shops or sites, that you can buy from. And what you just do is sometimes you get, maybe 1%, 2%, depending. Sometimes there are promos, so I'm telling you, there is absolutely no shop you probably won't see on Quidco site. So what it means, if you buy from maybe regular TK Maxx and things like that, instead of you using your card, just log into the Quidco site, and as you're shopping, you're getting cash back for the shopping that you are doing. So why not benefit? I think I've cashed out over £200 from Quidco, and I wasn't even very intentional. So imagine if I was really intentional and I was doing that every time I shopped. Although now I'm starting, but you can cash out your money. That's the way Quidco works. So yeah, you can use cards, depending on what is available on the cards. Like I said, British Airways would allow you use your Avios points from American Express card for you to be able to fly cheaper. Also, one other thing I do is I spread my payment. So say for example, I want to buy something from any other retailer, same way you want to shop, instead of me paying everything one off, what I also do is I use something like PayPal would allow you to maybe spread that money over 3 months. Klarna would allow you to do 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, depending on the value of what you are buying. So let's say you're buying maybe like £100, I think they might allow you to do about 3 months. If you're buying a lot more, this is Klarna specifically now, because PayPal and others, a lot of them just do maybe 3 months. Some do every 2 weeks. I don't see value in that, honestly, because I've forgotten the site really. If I can get every month from somebody, why would I pay every 2 months? Every 2 weeks. And so yeah, Klarna seems to be my best at the moment, because you can spread without interest now up until 18. I don't know if they go up to 24 months, but the highest I've used is 18 months. So let's say you're buying something, say maybe £2,000. I think for Klarna, a little over 1,002 or something like that, you can do 18 months. So if you're buying something that's highly priced, you're allowed to spread it for 18 months without interest. So instead of you leaving that money, keeping your money paid everything at once, these sites and services allow you to spread this payment. One other thing I also do is to buy things when it's out of season. I'm not a big fan of sales as such, but the sales I do, reasonable sales at at good things really. So let's say I really wanted to buy something, and what I do is I don't rush when it comes out. I leave it till when it's on sales. So most time maybe at the end of the season, or maybe there is like Christmas and things like that. So you find me buying clothes for my children ahead. So if my daughter, I have a 7-year-old now, she has 8-year-old clothes, she has 9-year-old clothes. So that way I'm not kind of under pressure. Yeah, it might be maybe 1 or 2 seasons behind, but clothes are clothes, so that's the way I see it. Also it's end of season, so, or maybe out of season, you find out that buying things that are maybe winter clothing are probably cheaper in summer, because people won't really want that. So it's good to buy maybe winter clothes in summer, buy summer clothes in winter. So I do that as well for sales. So what I do with my sales is, what I do with sales on my sales, what I do with sales is that if it's summer, if the summer sales, I tend to buy things for the next summer, after that summer. Same thing with winter. After that winter, I buy things for the next winter and just stock it, especially for the children. Same, that way. Then again is 0% credit, credit card. 0% just tells you that there is no interest. It tells you you don't have to pay interest using it. So a lot of card companies would allow you different different timing on their 0%. I think the minimum is usually 3 months. Some will go as high as, I've seen, I think Barclays did something for as high as 36 months. What it means is that you get that card for 3 months, for 3 years, you don't pay any interest. If you get for 24 months, you don't pay any interest, so that's what it means. You don't pay any interest for 24 months, and you can use that card as you're using it. You can spread it. So let's say you got a card for, maybe you have a card maybe that is like that has maybe like £2,000 on it. You can buy something worth maybe like £1,000. Maybe you need to like change your settee or something like that. You can buy something worth £1,000 and spread it. What it means is you have maybe 18 months to pay that £1,000 off. So every month you're paying a little below £100 and at no interest. So instead of you to bring out that £100 to pay the money at once, instead what you are doing is you are spreading it. So there are a lot of other ones I've seen on the internet and things like that. However, these are the ones that I use which are which are easy for me to really manage. So yeah, I mean, you can always find other ones, but I just thought to share the ones I currently use and how it works for me. I don't want to spread myself thin, chasing every options out there. Quidco gives me what I want. Avios, American Express and British Airways, partnership card gives me what I want. So instead of paying my cards, I use that one. Also, I spread my payment, PayPal. So I use PayPal, I use Klarna. If it's 3 months, I use PayPal. If it's more than 3 months, if it's higher, I use Klarna. And like that. So it's important, for us to be quite smart with the way we're spending, because I've come to realize that in this life, getting your finances right is extremely important. And I'm speaking for someone who finances used to sound like, wait, yeah. Anything, when you said about finance, I'm like, no, 1 + 1 was never 2 for me. It was just a big number for me. But I just realized that, using all these sites has really helped me to save, and it has improved my quality of life. So yeah, another one is, I think another one you can do also is maybe porting to a bank. Yeah, that's also an option, although it's always not always regular. But I've seen people who have ported to a new bank, when you move your direct debits and things like that to a bank, it's not always regular. That's why I didn't list it, but I just thought to just chip it in. So sometimes maybe if you have just one account and you want to have another account, and maybe a bank is saying, open an account with us and get maybe £200, why not? If not, it's free money, get it. So I hope this has been helpful to you. If it has, please share, like, comment, and of course, see you next time. Have a lovely week.